on boards, working in the community, owning my own business. And this is not a job for amateurs. You cannot walk up there and be an amateur, just start and sit up on a board dealing with 6 other people and get a consensus. And I know how to consensus build. I know how to get things done. And that's why I want to run for school board for District 5.
District 5. One other question, then I'm going to turn it over to Corey, because the question I would have as a citizen that's watched the school board, and I've been involved with it for over 45 years one way or the other. How do you combat or work with, when need to, the Classroom Teachers Association?
Classroom Teachers Association, it's a good organization. They have some issues. Most unions don't want charter schools. The problem with the CTA is that it's, the school district is 75% white teachers. It's like, the rest of the minorities, Hispanic and Black, are underrepresented. So right off the bat, you have 75% of a union that's white. And so sometimes they don't understand the culture. They don't understand the need for African American, Hispanic teachers. And sometimes they might need some training for dealing with students of color. So the CTA, they didn't endorse anyone, no issue with me, because there's plenty of other unions. There's plenty of other opportunities to get union endorsements. I'm looking at trade union endorsements because I'm an engineer. I understand buildings. I understand electrical, because one of the things I want to do in my campaign, I want to increase the vocational schools. I want to increase more plumbers. Everybody is not going to college. People want to get a job. Plumbers and electricians are making more than engineers now. So we need to increase the vocations. We need to bring it back, automotive. We need that type of training and learning for our students, because not every student is going to college. Not everyone's going to be an academic. Not everybody's going to be a valedictorian. But definitely they can get a job when they get out and have a degree and not a certificate of attendance, a certificate of completion. They need to have degrees when they walk out. You can't get to the military without a college degree. I mean, a high school degree.
Now, I have a couple questions for you. One, how's the golf game?
I'm about 6 handicap right now, but I haven't played in 2.5 months since I've been on this campaign.
Is that before you kick the ball out?
I don't kick the ball. I play by the rules, and I hit a long ball, and I hit it straight the same way I campaign. I hit it long and strong, and I chip it up and I drop it when I have to. Even when I'm out and hit it out of bounds. I've got a great recovery shot. Not like Tiger, but you actually drops it a long ball, and I'm not that young anymore.
And I have a personal story about it. Anytime I have any kind of major issues, this gentleman is the first person I pick the phone up and call, and he always has a straight answer for me. I might not like what he says, but he's going to give it to me straight, so I always appreciate that.
I got a tough question for him.
Go ahead.
And we're going to ask tough questions to everybody, because that's what we do on Let's Talk About It. A lot of people in the community feel that you're too, one of these fancy words, boisterous, I guess, or too loud to represent the community. What's your answer to that?
The existing person is too weak to represent the community. They've been there 12 years.
Well, now I turn it back over to Corey after that.
Speaking on that note, now you have, there's a lot of really good people in this room, but sometimes I get twisted up with politicians versus people. What does it take? Is it more politics, or is it more being a good person and just knowing right from wrong? Because to me, it's not Democrat, it's not Republican. There's right and there's wrong. Simple as that. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm not a career politician, nor am I a politician. I'm a licensed professional engineer. I'm a community activist, and I believe that let your record speak for itself. If anyone in here doesn't know Joe Robinson's record by now, I'm quite sure they probably just moved to town. But I let my record speak for itself. I do a lot of volunteering over the last 20 to 30 years. I don't ask for any money for that. I've done more stuff in this town volunteering and giving back my time to all type of people, and because I have a listening ear. My ear is open, okay? That's why when you call, I give answers. There's plenty of people in this room that call me up for information on how to get something done, or they need me to make a phone call. And that's the same thing I'm gonna do when I'm elected to office, is to be the same type of person, same approach to person. It's the player haters that wanna call me groceries. It's the player haters that wanna try to say I'm lying. It's the play heads, but if you really know Joe Robinson, I have a big heart. Just for example, we did at Middleton High School. I'm the president, one of the originators of the National Society of Black Engineers. We went over there from 2008, and I don't give up. Once I take on a task, I do not stop. I'm gonna be back and back and back again to the mission is accomplished. And we got a Nesby Junior chapter, and that's our Black Engineer chapter going for engineering students. Students were scared at Middleton to say that they're black engineers. They are scared to use the word black. We shouldn't have that. Matter of fact, it's one of the few organizations in the district club for students with the word black in it. That's one of the few, if any, I know have the word black. We have to be proud of our culture and proud of our history. And if you don't know your history, you know what happened there, right?
Of course, you repeat it. Now let's repeat this from a parent standpoint. I got a kid that's on the borderline of getting one of those crazy certificates. I don't like them. Or I could graduate with a diploma. What reassuring word you can give to a parent of a borderline kid like that will make them want to vote for you?
I'm calling Jeff Higgins. I'm not dealing with any in-between people in my campaign. I'm talking straight to the top. I'm talking to Jeff Higgins. And Jeff Higgins, we got a problem, and I need you to give me a call in 5 minutes, and I expect it in 2. See, it takes leadership to tell people and to get things done in the school district. Too long we've let it work the other way. Too long we had someone that was telling the board what to do. The board, the superintendent works for the board. The board doesn't work for the superintendent. So therefore, if he has a teacher, a principal, or anyone underneath him, I'm gonna say, Jeff, you need to give him a call. And he has now created a position called Chief of Staff, Roberto Vasquez. As a matter of fact, I've met with all of them. All of them know me, including Larry Sykes, Chief of Schools, Louis Brinson, who's going to be leaving, a diversity officer, Chief Diversity Officer, okay? And Owen Young, with our elevated schools. They know me. I got their cell phone. They can call me anytime when I have a problem. I'm doing it now. I'm not even on the board and I'm doing that. So when I have a student or someone with an issue, I start at the top. Now, I don't want to diss any principals and all that, but if it's a serious nature, yeah. But I want to tell you this, Pete, it's too late to wait for a student to get a certificate of completion when they're crossing the stage. You got to start at pre-K all the way up. See, the district is not going down and starting up. We need to also get the county, those county candidates, to get more Head Start money, because that's where it starts. It starts out there early. You can't take a child and wait till they're in the 11th or 12th grade and say they want to go to college, they want to have a career. You got to start from cradle to grave, as they say. So Joe Robinson campaign, we're starting with pre-K, we're starting with Head Start up front, and then we're going to move on forward. But you can't let that situation occur, else you got a problem.
Well, you heard it first right here at the Jazz House. This is our first political forum. They will all be back on the radio station on July 23rd, when we'll have all of the school board candidates coming on to give a presentation and take questions from the audience. Let's give Mr. Robinson a hand here.
And I thank you, and I need some vote. Vote to Robinson.
All right. We asked that question. We're going to take a 5-minute pause for the calls, as they say in radio. Next up is we had this young man on our show. Let's talk about it. Very eloquent person, and we got good candidates.